now we have some clodic distortion. The distortion is coming down to the arytenoid cartilages. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back in the studio with a good cup of tea. It's rather late. This is Sunday night, and today we're going to listen to Jack Black feat. Roman Morello, Revel, Yan or Ian, Yoyoka Soma, and Hugo Weiss, I think. I think probably most, if not all of those pronunciations were wrong, but I wanted to mention each of the musicians that were part of this. I haven't watched this whole performance yet, but of course I've seen clips on social media, and I'm really excited to hear Jack Black. And they are all playing Mr. Crowley. What a fantastic song. To me, one of the most beautiful guitar solo melodies in heavy metal. I really like that. That's so nice. Let's listen to that. Of course, I'll be focusing here especially on the vocals. For those who are new here, my name is Kyle Lish. I'm a vocal coach, a voice teacher. I work with, of course, vocal distortions. Yeah. But contemporary singing in general. And my work is based on laryngeal physiology, laryngeal biomechanics. So what the muscles are doing inside to produce the sounds that we are hearing. And that's exactly what we are going to be discussing here as we listen to Jack Black. I'm also a singer and songwriter myself. I just released an original song of mine called The Crown Might Fall. I would really appreciate if you guys would check that out as well. And of course, let me know your thoughts. But yeah, without further ado, let's listen to Jack Black singing Mr. Crowley. Love the organ.
Mr. Crowley, what went on in your head? Oh, Mr. Crowley, did you talk to the dead?
Okay, pay attention to that brighter sound. Talk to the dead. So the nasality is really important for that sound. We don't want a super low larynx mystic. No, that's not the case here. We want a brighter sound. We want the larynx to be slightly higher. And we also want the soft palate to lower a little bit so that we have that brightness.
Your lifestyle to me seems so tragic.
Yeah, we have some vocal distortion there.
Your lifestyle to me.
Lie. It sounds to me like corniculate cartilages. Those are a couple cartilages that you have above the level of the vocal folds. That's the reason why we call this kind of distortion a supraglottic distortion. And they produce this sound, this ah. Another single that's really known for this kind of distortion is Rob Halford from Judas Priest.
Seems so tragic, or with the thrill in it all. You fool all the people with magic. Yeah, you ain't now Satan's tongue.
Wait, no. Now we have some clodic distortion. The distortion is coming down to the arytenoid cartilages. Hey. So listen, corniculate cartilages. Arytenoid cartilages. So this ending there was definitely glottic.
Yeah, you ain't now Satan's tongue.
No.
Mr. Charming.
Also, most of it, if not pretty much the whole thing, maybe some endings or not, but active vocal folds. That means that we have more muscle mass mobilized inside the vocal folds. The way that I'm speaking to you guys, my vocal folds are active. However, whenever we want, we can decrease the level of muscle mass mobilization inside the vocal folds, and then we have a softer sound. For this kind of sound here, my vocal folds are in passive tension. So they are still closing, but it's more the air pressure passing through them and pulling them to the center than the muscles themselves activating and closing by volition. That's not the case here. That's not the case in my example. Vocal folds, passive vocal folds. So the vocal folds are more relaxed. They're closing by air pressure. That's what we call the Coulomb effect. However, what he is doing is the opposite. He is activating his vocal folds. So we have more compression. The muscles themselves are engaging more there.
Did you think you were pure?
Let me double check something. I knew it! They are recreating the original music video. Back to the beginning. No, that's really nice. This looks extremely familiar. So it's kind of a School of Rock version of the original music video for that song. Fantastic. This guy's a genius.
Conceived in the eye of a secret. Yeah, they snapped at the aftermath.
Ah! Again, that glorious distortion. And I think he ends clean right now. Ah!
Mr. Crowley, won't you ride my white horse?
Again, we have that corniculate quartulate sound.
My white horse.
My wife!
Oh, Mr. Crowley,
I like the difference in vocal track shaping.
ride my white horse.
So, you have the narrowed vocal track to produce distortion. And then, oh me, we have more space. He's lowering a bit the larynx, raising the soft belly. Crowley.
It's symbolic to pause. Approaching a time that is classic. I hear that maiden's call. Approaching the time that is drastic. Standing with our back to the wall.
These kids are fantastic.
Was it forever distant?
I love the vocal distortions. Now we have, probably we already getting some mixed adjustments between the arytenoid cartilages, the corniculate cartilages, but most of it glottic. Glottic means arytenoid cartilages. We say glottic because those are the cartilages that hold your vocal folds, so they are at the glottis level. Hence, we call those glottic distortions. Whenever the distortion is being produced by structures that are above the level of the vocal folds, we call those supraglottic distortions. I don't know the words. I should, because I've sang this before, but I really don't remember. I wanna know what you've been. I wanna know what you space. So the vocal tract a bit narrowed. I wanna know what you and then space. I wanna know what you yeah. Oh, that was a great example of snarl voice. So, I even think like James Hetfield, Metallica, right away when I hear that. Yeah! Jack Black is fantastic. Amazing. Well, guys, we had some great singing there, and not to mention, but of course we gotta mention some fantastic musicians. Oh man, the guitars for that song were so like emblematic. Like it's so like weird to talk about this now that Ozzy is gone, because like look at how much he and of course Tommy Iommi and Black Sabbath, how much they created, how much they contributed to heavy metal, to heavy rock in general. It is incredible to see like such young musicians playing something like that. I wish I were into this kind of music that early. And if you want to develop your own voice, check out my online course. It's called Building Your Voice. I'll leave it linked down below. In there we talk about active vocal schemes, passive vocal schemes. We have a module all on vocal distortions for you to practice, learn, and apply them in a healthy, safe way. We also talk about ornaments, vibratos, runs, yodels, belting, voice colors, vocal schemes, vocal adjustments, how to warm up your voice properly, vocal physiology, proper breathing techniques. We cover all of that inside the course Building Your Voice. Again, I'll leave it linked below. And what do you like about this performance of Mr. Crowley? Let me know here in the comments. Again, I'm a singer-songwriter myself, so if you're curious about hearing me singing my own original music, I'll leave it also linked here. You can check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, and my channel as well. I also have some things here. That's it for the day, guys. See you in the next video. And remember, if your concepts cannot be seen in the real world, they must change, and not the world.